What is going on, guys? This is Prodigy, and today I'm bringing a video for you guys to talk about some interesting news I just found out. I'm laughing because it was actually kind of funny. But before I get into that, you're watching some Overwatch gameplay in the background. This was one of the weekly brawls. This one was just all tanks, and so I'm playing Roadhog right now. There's some Divas, some Zaryas, and some Reinhardts later on in the gameplay. So yeah, this was actually a lot of fun. So I just wanted to upload this so you guys can see that in the background. But let's get into the actual topic. And so I just read an article, and according to GameSpot, because this article was on GameSpot, I'm going to link it down in the description too, so you guys can check that out after the video if you want more detail. But basically, in short, No Man's Sky is officially under investigation by the ASA. And the ASA is the Advertising Standards Authority. So they're being under investigation for false advertising because if you've been following anything about No Man's Sky, you know, once the game released, they've discovered that there was a whole lot of features in the game that were supposed to be there or that were advertised, you know, in trailers and interviews pre-launch. But when the game actually launched, a lot of these features that they talked about, actually a good majority of them, weren't even in the game, so people were kind of like, what's going on? And that's why I was receiving a good amount of hate on you know, community forums like Steam or just any type of social media. And it's understandable completely, because I mean, they advertised a diverse list of features, and then almost none of them are in the final game. So I mean, it's definitely false advertising. There's no doubt about that. I'm not exactly sure what this means as far as, you know, what the potential punishment for them could be, because this is an ongoing investigation and no verdict or whatever you want to call it has been actually made yet. So I'm not quite sure as to, you know, the amount of punishment that Hello Games, which is the developer, I'm not sure exactly how much punishment they'll get for being found technically guilty of this. So that would be interesting to find out. But yeah, I just really thought that this was interesting. And basically what I think this means, I think it's a good thing, for one, because we've been going further and further on as more and more games come out, of developers putting less and less content into games, and people are kind of just rolling with it. Now, No Man's Sky is an extreme example because they literally promise things that just aren't there. So that's an extreme example, but that doesn't, you know, completely dismiss the fact that these days a lot of developers are putting out unfinished games, and that's not okay. So I think it's a good thing that they're actually being investigated by the ASA for false advertising and not putting the content that they should have put into their game. So I mean, it's not like I want to see them like crash and burn or anything. However, after this investigation is over, and you know, with all the community feedback regarding No Man's Sky, like if you read the Steam reviews and all that, I personally think Hello Games is done as a developer. Like, even if they don't get like officially shut down or anything, there's no way anybody's gonna buy another game from that studio, you know, with this reputation that they have. There's just no way. They're finished. They're done. Nobody's gonna respect anything that they put out. So I mean, their only option at this point would be to just either close down the studios and maybe open a new one. Probably most of the staff's probably gonna quit and maybe join another studio. But I mean, Hello Games, as it is right now, they're done. I honestly don't think they could release another game and, you know, have it well received by the public, no matter what it is, just because they have that stain, which is No Man's Sky, attached to their resume. You know, that's pretty much it for them. But like I said, I'm gonna link this article down in the description below so you can check that out for yourself. Definitely some interesting stuff going on, but we will see what happens within the coming weeks or maybe months that this investigation is ongoing. But that's basically the gist of what's going on. They're under investigation by the ASA, and I'm not exactly sure what potential punishments are on the line here. But either way, no matter what, I personally think that Hello Games, that studio is just done. They're finished. Nothing's coming from them ever again. But that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. It was kind of a little news video, I guess you could say, but hopefully you all enjoyed it, and leave a like on the video if you did. I'd appreciate that. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Once again, this is Prodigy. Thanks for watching.
また夜が